now I'm here with Zion Rutledge and Devin Lively, Chattanooga Mocs. First of all, can y'all explain to all the watchers and everybody else what's a mock?
Okay, so
Mockingbird.
it's a mock. Our mascot is a mockingbird, but a mock is not a mockingbird. It's just a mock. So we used to be the Moccasins for the Moccasin Indians and Moccasin Avenue in Chattanooga, but then we became the Mocs. So it's kind of its own thing, but our mascot is a mockingbird.
All right, so now we got that out of the way. Devin, we'll start with you. Give me an insight into the mindset of this locker room after last year. You know, y'all started strong, middle of the season, won some games, but didn't finish how you guys wanted. So what's the mindset this year after that?
Yeah, you know, short-term memory for sure. Trying to let the past be the past and focus on what's ahead of us. You know, I think the mindset is it's in a good place right now. I think it's very much execution and physicality is kind of the fundamentals of our team. So we're trying to build the philosophy of our team around execution and physicality.
And then on the defensive side, of course, physicality is something every defense wants. Would you agree? That's the same?
I 1,000% agree. That's one thing. That's one thing we focused on a lot during the offseason. Just being a physical defense, getting back to our roots. You know, that's one thing Coach Wright has, since he's came to Chattanooga, he's been a staple on, is just being physical at the point of attack and just being aggressive in every part of the game. So 1,000% we want to reinforce that in our defense this year.
And you said the offseason. You had 100 tackles last year.
Yes, sir.
How do you spend your offseason? Of course, you got to recover. That's a lot of hits. So how do you spend your offseason getting ready for the next season and, you know, recovering?
Recovery for me, you know, personally, it only took me about a couple weeks to get back into it, you know. And for me, a lot of it is just looking back at the things that I was strong at and the things that I was weak at, and you know, making those strengths, you know, unbeatable, and making those weaknesses, trying to turn them into strengths. You know what I'm saying? There's definitely been a lot of reformation of my game, and just realizing that there are things that I can still get better at every single day. So, still working.
And Devin, the offensive attack last year, you guys had a lot of rushers do a lot of good things, but they're gone. New people in the building. As an offensive lineman, of course, I know all offensive linemen love the run block, right? You love the run block?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I had to make sure. So how are you making sure that the offensive line does its job so that way anybody can step in behind y'all and have success?
Yeah, we're trying to. It's different this year for us because we're returning 4 out of 5 starters, right? So we're returning guys that have played together and been together, which is huge for us. So you know, we're making sure, like I said, physicality and execution, that's a given. But we want to take that next step and always raise the level, right? You know, we got some great backs in to replace some guys. You know, Harrison Baybui, Kevin Leyland, you know, Journey White, Kelby Glaze, Tommy Worthy. You know, all these guys. We want any of these guys to be able to step in right behind us and feel comfortable because of the way we execute. So it's going to be a big part about execution for us. You know what I mean? We communicate well. We're a tight-knit group, but the biggest thing for us is going to be executing at a high level every play. That's what it is going to be for us this year.
If you guys do execute at a high level, you guys have a chance to bring back the first SoCon title to Chattanooga since 2015. This can be for either one of y'all. What would it mean to bring back a conference title for the Mocs?
Yeah, for me it would mean a lot. You know, Chattanooga's done a lot for me. It's put me in a great place to kind of chase my dreams and achieve everything. And I always try to remember that I can never give this place what it's given to me. So, you know, Chattanooga's given a lot to me. I'll never be able to give back to it as much as I have. But bringing a SoCon title, I think would be a pretty good way to give back.
To me, it would show that, you know, what you believe and what you manifest in your mind can 1,000% come into fruition. You know, this whole team, we've been manifesting it. We've been talking about it. We've been doing the work, putting in the work to be able to accomplish it, and seeing it come into fruition would be something beautiful for everybody on this team, and including especially me. So, absolutely, it'd be something great to experience.
And real quick before I let y'all go, give me one word to describe this team entering this year.
Obsessed.
Obsessed.
I haven't got that one. I like that one. Obsessed. Okay. Just focus on everything obsessed about.
Obsessed with the game, obsessed with the goal, you know, obsessed with each other and what we're trying to accomplish.
All right, well, there you have it. You got the Chattanooga Mocs. You got Zion Rutledge and Devin Lively here. Thank y'all.
Yes, sir.
Best of luck
Thank
this
you.
season.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you.
All right. So we're here with Coach Rusty Wright, Chattanooga. Coach, you've been the coach since 2019,
Uh-huh.
and you guys have had a lot of success during your years since you've been the coach. But last year, it was your first with a losing record. So how have you bounced back as a coach, and how are you making sure the team bounces back from that?
Yeah, you just put your head down and go to work and try and figure out things that didn't work well for you the year before and make those corrections and go from there. Have a better plan to handle some things. Sometimes things are out of your control. You can't worry about that, but you got to do what you know is right and how to do things the right way and double down on it and see if it works.
And I was talking to Devin. He said you'll have 4 of 5 starters back on the offensive line this year, but y'all did lose some of y'all top rushers. So in the age of the transfer portal, how do you make sure that you reload your team with the right pieces?
Well, I mean, you make a lot of phone calls. You do as much background work on someone as you can. I feel really good about the pieces we brought in to replace the guys we lost, especially in the running back room. I like the guys we brought in and the high school kids we signed. So you have to do what's right for you. Doesn't mean it's always a uniform thing every time you go find another piece to what you're trying to do, but you try and work hard and get that filled.
And you guys had the top pass defense on the other side of the ball in the SoCon last year. So what is the mindset that you help instill on your defense to shut down opposing offenses, especially in this day of age where air raid, passing.
Well, we had the number one pass defense because we couldn't stop anybody from running the ball. So that's why we didn't have to cover anybody. We have to get a lot better over there on that side of the ball. I mean, you can use stats and numbers to finagle them however you want them to make them look. We were not good defensively at any point in time last year. We have to be consistent. We have to be where we're supposed to be as hard and playing as hard as we can in those spots, and that's what we did not do last year. Now, I think we had all but one starter on defense come back. I mean, in the previous year, we've got a lot of guys that have played a lot of football for us playing this year. We're way ahead on that side of the ball compared to we were at this time last year. So I expect us to play better and do things better. Some of that had a lot to do with the people we were playing, so we'll find out if we're on the right track and moving in that direction.
And Coach, before I let you go, can you give me one word to describe the team entering this year?
Chance. We got a chance to have a good football team. We'll see.
All right, Coach.
Yep.
That's a good one. I haven't got that one yet. That's a good one. Thank you, Coach.
Yes, thank you.
Best of luck this season.
Yep, appreciate it.